there is nothing as fulfilling as knowing that you are now sitting down on two legs in a country. You know how it is when you come to a country and you're sitting on one leg like a fowl. You don't know if tomorrow I'll tell you, I get out. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Joy, and I know by the title of this thumbnail you already know this has got to be one of the most exciting sit down videos I have ever done, and that is because I'm sharing a very important update with you guys. Okay, drum roll. Guys, can you believe it? Can you believe that we are now permanent residents? I don't even know how to feel. I don't even know how to wrap my head around the new reality, to be honest. Okay, now the truth is, we did not just get it, okay? We got it October 2023, but the typical me, I want to bask in the euphoria. I want to enjoy the moment. I want to enjoy every single feeling that comes with being new permanent residents of Australia. Okay, so that's why I didn't share. But now is the perfect time for me to tell you guys, we are now permanent residents, guys. Can you believe that? God is so good. Like, if you know me, you know that I cannot actually do this video without mentioning God. So God is so good. I don't even know. God is everything. God is amazing. I cannot believe that we are finally here. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a brief rundown of our journey. Actually, my husband was supposed to be here to film this video, but on a second thought, I'm like, this is something I can do. It doesn't necessarily have to be here because I'm literally just telling my community about the latest updates. You guys should know the whereabouts of a girl. Okay, a lot of you asked me, even the last Q&A that we did, whether I'm a permanent resident. I dodged that question because I didn't want to spill the beans. Okay, so right now is the perfect time to tell you guys that God came through. Okay, Abba came through. It's been a long time coming. Okay, if you don't already know, I migrated to Australia in 2019. And even when we were planning to come, even when my husband and I were making arrangements and all that, we're like, maybe we'll come to Australia and after some time we'll just go somewhere else, But look at God. We came to Australia. It was the best. By best, I'm not capping, guys. It was the best country. And mind you, I have not been to Canada, UK, and all those other countries, but the fact that I came to Australia and it immediately felt like home was all the confirmation we needed to say this would be second home for us. Okay, so when we made that decision, we started working towards, making it a permanent stay, because you cannot just come and say, oh, Australia is home. Is your father the owner of Australia, or is your mother the Prime Minister of Australia? Okay, so you have to do the necessary things to enable you get a permanent stay. Okay, so that was where the journey started. So when I came in 2019, my husband was like, okay, so because I came first. If you've watched my previous videos, you hear me say time and time again that I came before my husband. Okay, so we're like, okay, now that we're in Australia, what's the next thing? What are the steps we need to take to help us get permanent stay here? Okay, so at the time I was doing my master's degree in international business. I'd made a few inquiries, I'd done my research, I'd asked people, and they were like, this is your course, there's no future, there's no if you start it now, you're not gonna go anywhere. And I'm like, okay. So I started doing my research to see courses that I could go into, or courses that I could switch to, that would eventually lead us to getting permanent residence. Okay, if you want me to do a video on the different courses or the different pathways that can help you get permanent residence, let me know in the comment section and your girl will come through. All right, anyway, so they're looking for different ways, different courses, and I wanted a course that was related to what I did in my undergrad, which was human relations. Okay, so I wanted something that wasn't too far. So a few friends suggested nursing, and I'm like, I cannot do nursing. I didn't want something that was going to take all of me, if you know what I mean, because I have a business that I run, which is Spruce Atelier. Okay, I'm a fashion designer, if you don't already know. So I didn't want something that was going to take all of me, like too much of me that I won't be able to give to my business. So I wanted the course that was a bit subtle, something I could easily switch to because I have that background already, and then something that at the end of the day will get it will give us stay. Okay, so that is also something a lot of people don't look out for. But anyway, I don't want to digress. So on the long run, we finally decided to go with social work. I now switched. So my school at the time, they didn't want to switch. They were forming paparazzi. They were like, "Oh no, you came with this course, you have to stick." At this present time, the policies have changed. Okay, in Australia right now, you cannot switch your school or your course of study anymore. So if you come in with a particular school and a particular course, you have to sit it through to the end. It didn't used to be like that as at 2019 2020. Okay, so then I still had the opportunity. So when I spoke to my school, they were like, "Oh no, you can't." So I had to involve an agent. I'm like, "This is what I want to do. I'm already paying a whole lot." As at then, my school fees for international business was over $15,000. Okay, I was already paying a whole lot, and I don't want to pay $15,000 for 2 years, and at the end of the day, nothing to show for it. If you get what I mean. I mean, this is not naira we're talking about. We're talking about dollars. Okay, so the agent was like, okay, he was gonna see what's he was gonna speak to the school and see what they can offer. Mind you, I had already gone half year in my master's degree in international business. Okay, I was already halfway through. So the agent spoke to them and they were like, okay, that's fine. That since an agent is involved, and usually they like to work with agents, that they will need IELTS. Okay, and because I had band 6 in the IELTS I wrote in Nigeria before coming, they needed band 7, but they waived that for me because I had already done 1 year in my master's. So it was more like I was already eligible, because obviously for me to pass my courses in 2 semesters, I could obviously speak English, communicate and all that. So they waived that for me and they offered me masters of social work. All right, so I did not switch courses. I did not transfer credit from my previous course to my new course. I wanted to start all afresh because, like I said, I wanted a course that I could relate to. I wanted something I would be interested in. I didn't just want to do it for doing sake, but also I wanted something I could learn from. Okay, and social work was perfect. Okay, this is to say that we got our permanent resident through study route. All right, so I'm going to make a video talking about the process and all the documents that was required to get to where we are. All right, but in this video I just came to give you guys the good news and tell you guys that God is good all the time. We are so grateful. Like I said, this journey started in 2019, and in 2023, which was exactly 4 years, God came through. Guys, we got our PR in the most amazing way. I don't even know I don't even know how God did. I got my PR in the most amazing way. I mean, I know I'm putting my own human efforts, I did the right things. I did what I should do. I remember then I was 5 months pregnant when I was supposed to start my second clinical placement in my course. Okay, and then I remember the school sending me an email to say, "Oh, you mentioned you're pregnant, do you want to defer?" And I'm like, no, I don't want to defer. I want to push this thing through and just make sure that I'm done, because it will be easier for me to go to school as a pregnant woman than go to school as a new mom or as a nursing mother. If you've been there before, you know what I'm talking about. If you've done this kind of thing, you know how stressful it is for you to go to school or have to do school work, coupled with the fact that you have a newborn. Okay, so I had to push through. I was 5 months pregnant when I started my clinical placement, and I finished 1 week before my EDD. If you know what that means, you know what I'm talking about. And I had to push through. I remember the day I finished my final assessment. That was like the 30th of June. It was on a Thursday. I would never forget. The moment I just finished, I dropped my pen. I was looking into labor room, and I labored till the next day, and I had my baby. Gosh, it was the most amazing feeling. Just knowing that I was done with that chapter of my life, which is school, and I'm now going into a new chapter, which was motherhood. Okay, so God has been amazing. After I graduated, we decided to start the process for the PR. Like I said, I'm going to talk about this in another video. Okay, let me know in the comment section if you want me to talk about the process. I mean, I know I said I was going to talk about it, but let me know if you're interested, because that way I'll take it very serious. Okay. Mind you, we got 2 nominations. Can you beat that? When I say what God cannot do does not exist, I'm not capping. Like, I am literally that woman God showed mercy. I am literally that woman that is helped and that has continued to receive help from Abba. I'm not joking. We got 2 nominations. We got state and we got federal. and we got them 1 week apart. Okay, so we had to now imagine God putting you in that spot where you have to now choose and say, okay, should I go with this, should I go with that? You know, we were in that space. God gave us even before we got to that bridge. God just made a way. God gave it to us on a silver platter. Mind you, it's not like we didn't do the work. Like I said, we did the work. We did all the, we followed through all the processes, but he did not keep us in that place where we had to wait for years. You know what I mean? God is just so gracious. And I'm so thankful because I know that it is not easy. A lot of people go through this and they have to actually try again. So I would not even take away the God factor in this, because like I said, it is not my will. It is not of him that we let to run it. It's of God that showed mercy. All right. And he just reiterates what the Bible says in Isaiah 60:22, that when the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. Gosh. My Rema. God. That Bible verse is like my mantra, okay, because he just literally brought his word to manifestation, and we are literally living the evidence of that. Okay, so anyway, I don't want to digress again before I start preaching. It came on the 2nd of October. Okay, remember I told you guys we did 2 nominations, so I used my email for the first nomination, and then I used my husband's email for the second one, which was the second was the one we went with, which was the state nomination 190, right? So when it came, my husband got it in his email. He didn't even tell me, and that morning he was supposed to come back. I was like, where are you? I didn't know. A guy went to go and print it. He now came, hid it somewhere. I'll put that video so you see. It was so funny. Like,
if you open that one now, turn it. What's there? What?
He was trying to hide it and he was telling me to guess, and it was so beautiful to see that God came through. Like, we waited on it and it came, guys. Your girl is now a permanent resident of Australia. I was supposed to actually do it like a dance here because it's not easy. Anyways, this is just the joy, the happiness, the excitement that you exude when God comes through, because it is not a small feat. If you think it's easy, ask people who are in Canada, UK, US how long it takes to get PR. Okay, imagine getting PR in 4 years. That is like the shortest for someone that went through like the school routes. God is amazing, and I do not take this for granted. The time frame between when we started this PR process and when we got it was not even up to 6 months. And now the time frame between when I graduated and when we eventually got PR was not even up to a year. Anyways, God is good. That's the moral lesson of this whole video. Okay, I just want to use this opportunity to thank all our family members, our friends, people that kept giving us information, that kept reaching out to ask us, have you applied, have you done this, have you, there were a lot of support. We had support. We had people who were literally, genuinely looking out for us. And I don't even want to call names, but I am grateful for each and every one of you guys. You know yourselves, right? You know yourselves, because it takes a community, right? It takes a community of people who are well-meaning to be able to share information, vital information, because they've been there, they've done that. Okay, it's not everybody that wants to tell you the secrets of, this whole thing. So we're so blessed to be surrounded by people who are willing to share this information. And gosh, it was beautiful. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. We really, really appreciate, and you guys will forever be family. One of the reasons why I'm super excited about this permanent resident journey is that there is nothing as fulfilling as knowing that you are now sitting down on 2 legs in a country. You know how it is when you come to a country and you're sitting on 1 leg like a fowl. You don't know if tomorrow they'll say, "I get out." You know, but the fulfillment it gives, that you now call this home, and it's not just, you're not just calling it home, it is now home. They now identify you as one of them because you are now a permanent resident. You're no longer temporary. Okay, this is now home to you. Okay, and also the fact that in less than a year you are eligible, because once you've stayed 4 years in Australia, you're eligible to apply for citizenship. Okay, that is on a whole new level. Who doesn't want to be a citizen of Australia? Who doesn't want to be a global citizen, guys? Like, it is such a flex. Okay, it is such a flex, and by all humility, it is our flex, and we're grateful for it. Another thing that is intriguing about being permanent residents of Australia is all the benefits that comes with it. I don't need to mention, you already know, starting from the childcare subsidy to the almost free healthcare system. Gosh, a lot of benefits. I can't even remember all of them on the top of my head, but I know that there are certain things that you no longer have to struggle for. There are certain benefits you enjoy because your status has changed. Does that make sense? Like, you're no longer seen as a foreigner who would leave anytime soon. You're now seen as a part of them. All right, there's so many benefits. Even the childbirth, it's free because obviously you're giving birth in government hospitals. If you have private insurance, that is a different ballgame. I will make a video talking about all the benefits of being permanent residents of Australia. Okay, and that video will come after this one you're watching, so look out for that video. All right, anyways, that is the update I brought to you guys today, my community, my family members. You guys, thank you for sticking with me. You guys, thank you. I'm going to attach some links in the description below of videos that are relating to what I'm talking about, migration and all the good stuff, and also links of the Australian Home Affairs, so you can just go there and read about these things I'm talking about. All right, if you know that you've watched this video till now and you have not subscribed after hearing this good news, you see this good news I just gave now, if you know that you've not subscribed, what's the plan? Just tell me, what's the plan? The way you're looking at this video now, just click on that subscribe button now. Just click now. I'm waiting. Thank you. I'm sure you've done that. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for liking, for subscribing. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. Do not forget to share it. Tell your friends that your favorite YouTuber is not a permanent resident of Australia. Is it me jiggy? I can be too hyped sometimes, but yeah. Anyways, thank you guys, and until next time.